Ian, from that ad break, you got a nice new shirt there.
I do. Yeah, fresh. We got that delivered today, actually.
This was delivered today,
Well,
so we're on
I like mine a little bit better. It's the date night
we
edition.
get paid for yours.
The date night edition.
We get paid for yours. Like that ad said, check out Shop for Fathers. Use promo code DADPOD and you can get that nice shirt that Ian has for 25% off.
51 bucks. 51 bucks. I'm telling you, there's no better golf shirt for 51 bucks than this one.
That's ridiculous. It's still a ridiculous deal. So everybody, we got a new segment here. Ian, I developed this segment because I care about you.
Oh, wow.
I care about you as a person.
That is amazing.
And I know you have all of this pent-up rating frustration.
Yes. I've gotten some of it out today.
So this segment is very creatively called Hambino Rates Logos. This is a segment where Hambino is going to rank 5 golf course logos from around the world, from 1 to 10, and then try to guess what the common theme is between the 5. And if you guys have a theme and have logos you want us to rate, obviously send it to us on Instagram, or you can email us at the dadgolfpod podcast at gmail.com. Also, if you would like to sponsor this segment, please let us know on the dadgolf podcast at gmail.com. Ian, are you ready to rate some logos, my friend?
I am. And for those wondering too, if you're a long-time listener, you'll know this. I actively attack logos on our episodes. So this isn't just some like random thing. If you're following along, I am quite the logo savant.
So can you see my window here, Ian?
It is open yet? Right now. Yes, I can see it. It sure is.
Okay. Perfect. So this is Seminole Legacy Golf Club in Tallahassee, Florida. Ian, can you, for the people who aren't on YouTube and listening to this on a podcast, can you describe the logo and give us a rating, my good friend?
Sure. So you got the, if you guys know Florida State, you know, on the helmet, right, there is the spear, the tip of the spear. That is essentially the logo at the very top. Nice little garnet and gold combo. The underneath the logo itself is just spelled out Seminole Legacy in bold text with a little smaller font golf club at the bottom, really to highlight Seminole Legacy. I like, in general, this logo. They have a secondary logo that I don't like as much. It's like a little spear in the ground, and I'm just not crazy about it, me personally. This is the logo I most likely buy. If I was going to critique it, which I am, I am just not, and this will be a theme of most of the logos you've given me today, I'm just not a fan of spelling out the whole club thing. I just feel like you're taking away from your actual logo. And I'm not saying you can't have Seminole Legacy in there. I think the next logo we get to does a little bit better of a job of, I feel like the Seminole Legacy in this logo, for those who can't see it, takes up the majority of the actual screen or the logo in this scenario. And I feel like it should be highlighting the spear, which is a really badass logo.
So what's our rating here?
So I wasn't sure how you want to do this. I actually ranked all of the logos 1 through 5, so we'll attach that later on. I'm going to go for a rating here of 7.1.
7.1. Okay. I agree with you. I think the best part about a logo is if you can have just a little picture, right? Like
100%.
A little turtle or a little dog or something like that.
Correct.
It's the best thing that you can do.
Correct.
So moving on, we have a second logo here. It is of Harbortown Golf Links in Hilton Head, South Carolina. Ian, what do we think, bud?
Okay, it just is building off of your last point, because you and I are in lockstep with this. If you take out the text here, for those who can't watch, it's Harbortown across the top, and then in the middle, predominantly featured, is the lighthouse, which is what Harbortown is known for, and then underneath, in kind of a circular looking text, is golf links. So Harbortown, if you're looking at a clock, from 11 to 1 on the top of the screen, and then Golf Links comes around at like say 7 to 5, which I like a little bit better. I love this compared to Seminole Legacy's logo. If you just remove the text, this would be awesome. That's the logo. Just remove the text altogether. If you feel the need to put Harbor Town, put it on the sleeve. But this should be just the lighthouse should be on the chest. Anyone who knows anything about golf will know what club you're talking about. And I feel like that is the dilemma for golf courses that aren't brand names. Like this is the biggest brand name outside of the next logo we'll get to, or no, the last logo we'll get to.
Logo, yeah.
But this, you know, the lighthouse. That's what Sea Pines Harbor Town is known for. I would have loved to just see just the lighthouse here.
So what would be your rating on this one?
I'll go here 7.9.
I agree with you. I think actually the coolest thing as a golfer as you play more and more courses of like if you have a logo that doesn't have an explanation, like in Golfers Just Know.
Correct.
That's the coolest thing.
If
right?
you remove
like
Harbor Town and Golf Links, this is like low 9s.
So we have another this is a very heavy text logo lineup here. But King and the Bear in World Golf Village, St. Augustine, Florida. What do we think of this guy?
Oh man, look.
It's so uncreative.
Spoiler alert! I ranked this dead last, 1 to 5. There is one logo that objectively, and I texted you when you sent it to me, that is worse. Now, this is the worst, and I'll tell you why. What you could have done with King and Bear is so much cooler than what I am looking at on the screen. For those who aren't looking at the screen, it says King in text and Bear. The B wraps around the flag stick, and the flag stick actually comes between the I and the N. I'll get to that in a second. And in the top right corner is like, I guess
the watchtower at the Watchtower, right? World Golf Hall of Fame.
Right, yeah. Which but I didn't even know, and I've played King and Bear. Okay, first of all, if you're going to do this flag stick thing that they do here, make that the I, by the way. You could just make that the I.
The I.
Why are we putting it in between the I and the N? It's frustrating, actually. This is when, like, you see a property and you're like, you are losing money every single day by having this logo. Because you have the King and the Bear. Do you know how cool it would be to have, like, a little bear with a king crown on top of its head? That would be the coolest logo. And instead you give me this pile of garbage. This is ridiculous. You don't even make this logo cool. Because, again,
that's so dumb.
Put the flag stick as the eye. And the little flag at the top, for those who can't see it, is like the top of an eye. It's like the top of a lowercase I. The lack of creativity with this logo is infuriating. And it's not even the worst logo here, but I ranked it last because there's so much more potential with this logo than what I've been given. It's disturbing. I could make a better logo on Paint on my computer than this one. Disgusting. Get to the next one, please.
Well, what's the final number?
0.7. Awful.
I can't agree with you more. Like, literally just put a throne with a bear sitting down.
Done.
And a crown on his head.
Done.
Like, done.
Greatest logo in history. And you want to know what's also cool, too? Like, you see a lot of kids with, like, the side crown thing. Like, not with a bear, obviously. But it's, like, the crown kind of on the side of the face. Like, you know how cool of, like, you don't have to make that your primary logo, but, like, as an off-brand logo, it's so bad, man. It's so bad. And if you're listening to this and you want to help, you want me to get hired and help you out with little help here, King and Bear, I'm all ears, man. Because it's so sad, because I really like this golf course. It's a fun golf course. But this logo, nah, fam, nah.
My Greg, who was on the on this podcast a couple of weeks ago, he showed up to our golf tournament and he had just this pink shirt, and all it had was a teddy bear on a surfboard.
Greatest,
and it was like
greatest shirt ever.
It's the greatest logo ever.
It's not hard. It's really not hard. It's not hard. This was made so much more difficult. Okay, done, Donald.
So I I think you also have some complaints about this logo, but I think you actually understand this
Correct.
logo more than you actually. Yeah.
You spoke words right out of my mouth. Okay, so Dundonald, for those who can't see it, it's a square navy box, and in the middle just says Dundonald Links. There's nothing more than that. If you saw this logo on a shirt, you would say, is that where you got your taxes done? Is that your bank logo? Who do you work for? Is this some sort of tech company? It's completely unimaginable. Like, it's just whatever. Now, when your name is Donald Links and you look at the property, there's not it's not like Sea Pines where you have some, icon that you can point to. I at least understand this logo. You don't want to do something over the top crazy if you don't have something to go with. This, I give kind of Links Golf and some of the older courses a pass on all of this because it's not like you could, I feel like Stream Song, right? They put a windmill on black so they could logo that. They didn't put it there because they wanted a windmill,
Yeah.
right? These older courses, they didn't get a chance to do that. So I give them a pass. We actually got another Links course coming up that, I mean, I don't think it's remarkable by any means. I think, again, this is actually the next one we get to will be a logo that I feel like they've gotten worse. They had a really cool logo and then they got worse. But going back to Donado Links, I'm just going to give this a 4. I'm not going to penalize them. They can't really do much more with them what they got. I think that I'd like to see something around maybe a giant D and then an L. Or, I don't know. You can come up with something, but this does whatever.
I think it would actually be a better logo if you just took off Links. If it was just Dundonald,
sure.
right?
Yeah.
Because then it's like, what is Dundonald? You know what I mean? Just getting rid of that little extra thing. Okay. So our big one, which this might be controversial to a lot of people. This might be one of Hambino's hot takes. But the old course at St. Andrews Links.
Yeah. I don't like this logo at all. Because, and I say that, and you probably aren't going to be able to do it. I should have probably given you some prep time. That's on me because I'm not the guy. Tucker's definitely the guy who's planning. There is a logo, if you search it, for those at home, the old course, and it's like a dragon on the 17th flag with the old course underneath. That's a cool logo. That is bomb, okay? Because when you factor in the 17th hole, the road hole, you got this dragon hugging the flag stick. Bomb logo. The fact that now we got effectively Jesus holding
I think it's St. Andrew
hockey sticks.
For golf clubs.
They're not. No, those are not golf clubs. He's holding. They're just like two sticks. I was gonna say a cross, but it's not even a cross. So okay, St. Andrews holding two sticks, and in the middle of a wreath looking thing, and the wreath is held up by two golf clubs looking the opposite way, and then it says the old course St. Andrews Links. Again, I give a pass to older courses like St. Andrews, but when you had a fire logo, and I promise you, just Google St. Andrews Old Course logo, you will see eventually in one of the top 3 searches this dragon hugging the 17th flag stick with the old course underneath. That's fire. This logo doesn't do much for me. I kid you not, and I like to think of myself of knowing my golf courses. If you put your hand over the text where it says the old course St. Andrews Links and you just sent me that logo, I would have no clue that is St. Andrews. And for you to be the mecca of golf, for me not to be able to recognize your logo is not good. Like, if you showed me the other logo where it's like kind of the dragon looking thing holding 17, okay, I'd probably be able to figure that out. I'll just go 5.7 on that logo.
That would be sweet too. If you just in this win, I mean, you can do this as the home of golf, but literally just on a shirt, just a red flag, yellow flag, right? Because you play red going out, yellow coming back, or the opposite, whatever it is.
How about we feature the bridge? I don't know. That's all you need to do.
Just a little, yeah.
Why do we need to make logos so difficult? It's not hard.
I ran into this. I don't know if you ran into this as much as I did walking around all of Scotland and trying to find gear. All of the gear's hideous, right? Because most of the logos are terrible. or Turnberry had a great logo with the lighthouse and the Scottish flag behind it. I don't know if they
100%.
still do that.
That was fire.
That was really good. But so ranking wise, just to recap what Ian had here, out of the 5 that I sent you, Harbortown is the highest ranked at 7.9, Seminole Legacy at 7.1, the Old Course at 5.7, Dundonald at 4 flat, and King and the Bear at 0.7, and that's because we gave them pity points at 0.7.
I did. I gave him 0.7 because I like the golf course. That's it.
Yeah. So what's the common theme that links all of them?
I assume it's just that we've all played. You and I both played them.
We've all played them. Yep. That's 5 golf courses that we've played.
Yep.
They'll get harder. I wanted to start you out on something easy.
But I was almost like, this is too easy. And I almost started to overthink it. And I'm like, no, I'm just going to guess what I think it is.
Well, so let us know what you guys think. We're going to keep a running tally, and we're going to get it up on the website of what we think the best logos are, and we'll get a power rankings going there. Ian, I had actually a lot more written for this, but we've it's always gone over time. We're going to save some of the stuff I sent to you, I think, for our award show at the end of the year, which please go to our link tree, click vote for the 2023 awards, and vote in our Survey Monkey. We will be doing a drawing for anybody that does that. We have 1 more of these Dad Golf Podcast hats that you see here from the beginning of the year that we will send out. So I do have one last question for you, because it is October. Do you get any fall golf in Florida, or is it just like now it's regular golf time but less hot?
Well, what do you mean by fall golf? Like, just so I know, like, what's fall golf for you?
Fall golf is awesome.
So, okay, define what fall golf is.
So we wake up here, and I get the weather's different. So I get that it's colder here. But like waking up and it's like 45 degrees outside, and by the time you tee off, it's like 50-ish. You play 18 holes, you come home, take a hot shower, watch, it's like 75 now outside, watch football the afternoon. Like fall golf for the Mid-Atlantic is like the best time of the year.
Yeah, I mean, so like right now, the weather's nice. You know where I think, like, I mean, you're looking at probably like a low in the 60s right now, low in the 60s with high of, 87, right? So it's not the same. I know what you're talking about. I think where it comes into play, where I think it's the biggest difference, is that 4 p.m. round, maybe, right, you may leave work early, doesn't seem unbearable anymore. Like, it's by the time you're finishing, like tonight, we were outside, my dad and stepmom came up to see the house for the first time, and we walked him out, and Britt and I both were like, man, it feels nice out.
Nice.
That's the difference in Florida. Whereas, because for the last 3 months, it's you wake up, you're in hell, you go to bed, you're in hell, and now it's like, okay, all right, it's not bad. I mean, it's still really hot in the middle of the day, though. Like when I'm mowing the lawn, that does not slap right now.
So fall golf for us is actually like Scottish temperature. Like you wake up, it might kind of rain on you at one point. Like it's just, to me, it's the best time to like to play golf. It's the most pure of like, I get in the summer it's great because the ball just flies, right? Like if it's 95 degrees, like you bend down to 7-iron, and if you hit it a little hard, you can get it out to like $180, $190. But like the wet, like, kind of grossness and kind of chipping through stuff, and like I like a bit of that, man.
I think that like that collar shirt with the pullover, it's just that if you got pants, polo, pullover with the collar popped. Tiger made that famous. Maybe I'm just a sucker for Tiger. That's the perfect weather. If you can rock that the entire round, that's that weather.
So some of the other things as we kind of move on that's on the horizon, we're going to get a guest page together on our website at dadgolf.club, so you can find all of our guests as well as a preferred partner page. Our preferred partner page will include people like Ben at the Kid Stroller, as well as Sean at Golf Trip Junkie. Please support the people that support us. The only reason that we can actually continue to do this stuff is because they support us. So if you support them, right, and we're not asking you to do anything that you wouldn't do anyway. If you're booking your golf trip, do it through Sean. Ben has a great product. Nick at Forefathers has a great product for shirts, right? Go support them. As well as I'm really, really excited and optimistic. This will be the first episode that we're going to have up on our YouTube channel, which is the Dad Golf Podcast, which means, yep, we're now joining the group of idiots that also has a YouTube channel that nobody watches. So make sure that you go find us there, like, subscribe. We're going to have a bunch of stuff coming to you that way. Not just podcast episodes on videos, but some other stuff as well for some golf course stuff. And Ian, you and I are actually going to have a chance early next year to play some golf together. And we'll have some of that stuff coming your way as well. Hambino, do you have anything that you want to tell the people before we sign off on this action-packed 1 year long episode?
I am. I'm going to end the way we always do, but I do want to add one little note, one little tidbit. If you call Sean at Golf Trip Junkie and you're looking for a golf trip and you don't ask him about his jet ski gang, you did it wrong. Because, my man, there's no one who loves a jet ski more than a Canadian up north. So you got to take time, ask him about his jet ski. He's very passionate about it. He uploads like 70 videos a day. So you got to ask him about it. And if you are a jet ski guy, you don't even need to book a golf trip. Just call him and talk jet skis. It'll make his day, and then he'll just tell him the Dad Golf Podcast sent you. With all that being said, thank you for listening. Thank you for supporting the podcast. It's been an incredible year. And as always, have a great day if you want to.